in Chapter 4 of Rainbow Magic, Saffron the Yellow Fairy, and the fourth chapter is called Forgetful Fairy, so we're just going to get started. Yes, of course we have to break Jack Frost's spell, Saffron cried. She jumped to her feet and picked up her wand. Suddenly an icy wind sprung up. Something crunched under Christie's feet. The grass was covered with frost. Rachel shivered as something soft and cold brushed against her cheek. A snowflake in summer? What's happening? She cried. Jack Frost's goblins must be near, Christie said worriedly. Saffron's tiny teeth shattered with cold. Oh no, if they find me, they will stop me getting back to Fairyland. Christie looked at Rachel in alarm. Quick, we must go. Rachel leaned down and lifted the fairy out of the hive. Saffron's golden hair dripped with honey. Oh dear, you're really sticky, Rachel said. Just then Christie spotted Miss Mary coming out of her cottage. I'd forgotten about asking for a drink, Christie said. What are we going to do? Rachel thought for a moment, then popped the fairy into the pocket of her shorts. Saffron gave a cry of dismay. Hey, it's dark in here, she complained. Sorry, Rachel whispered. I'll get you out again in a minute. Suddenly Christie noticed the open hive. We have to put the top back on, she said. She bent down and grasped the lid. Rachel helped lift it, and they quickly put it back, just as Miss Mary came through the trees. Here's your drink, dear, said Miss Mary, holding out a glass to Christie. She had taken off her strange suit, and in the other hand she was carrying a shopping basket. Thank you very much, Christie said, taking the glass. Now you girls stay as long as you like, said Miss Mary. I've just remembered I must go and buy some fish for my cat. Rachel watched the old lady go towards the garden gate. Then she slipped her hand into her pocket. You can come out now, she said to Saffron, lifting her out. The fairy was covered with grey fluff from Rachel's pocket. Achoo! She sneezed. She brushed crossly at the bits of sticky fluff clinging to her wings. I'm all clogged up, she wailed. I won't be able to fly, but we need to clean you up, Rachel said. We'll have to be quick in case the goblins find us. Christie looked around and spotted a stone bird, both filled with clear water, over there. She pointed. Just what we need, Rachel agreed. She carried Saffron over to the bird's bath. Saffron fluttered onto the edge of the bath, put down her wand and dived in. Splash! The water fizzed and turned bright yellow. Lemony smelling drops shot everywhere. Saffron swam 2 circles, then she was sparkling clean. She zoomed up into the air to dry. Misty yellow trails appeared as she whooshed about. That's better, she cried. She hovered in front of Christie. Her wings flashed like a gold in the sun. Then she swooped onto Rachel's shoulder. Come on, let's go to the pot at the end of the rainbow. Rachel nodded. She wanted to leave the garden before the goblins got there. Goodbye, Queenie, Saffron called, waving to her friend. Queenie looked out of the entrance to the hive. She seemed a bit sad that Saffron was going. Her feathers drooped as she waved a tiny leg and buzzed goodbye. Saffron sat cross-legged on Rachel's shoulder as they headed for the woods. Suddenly she gave a cry and flew up into the air. Oh no, she gasped. I've left my wand beside the bird bath. Rachel looked at Christie in dismay. We'll have to go back, she said. Yes, Christie agreed. We can't leave a fairy wand lying about for the goblins to find. Oh dear. Saffron zipped back and forth, winging her hands as they went back along the path. Rachel paused at the gate and looked into the garden. There was no sign of any goblins. Christie and Rachel ran through the apple trees straight to Queenie's hive. Saffron fluttered just above them. Suddenly an icy blast made them all shiver. They gazed around in alarm. Icicles now hung from the apple tree, and the whole lawn was white and crunchy with frost. The goblins had arrived, and they brought winter to the lovely garden. Saffron had a cry of horror. An ugly hook-nosed goblin jumped up on top of Queenie's hive. His bulging eyes gleamed, and his hand, he was holding Saffron's wand. That is the end of chapter 4. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.